From the moment we open our eyes to the last breath we take, we live, move, and think, all within one mysterious field, consciousness. It's the invisible lens through which we experience life, emotion, and truth. But what if consciousness isn't fixed? What if it evolves, rising through distinct levels of awareness, from the survival-driven ego to the stillness of enlightenment? Today, we journey through those levels, a journey not across the stars, but into the vast universe within. Level 1. Survival consciousness. At the very base lies survival consciousness. This is where life begins, raw, instinctive, and automatic. Here, the human being is guided by one impulse: to stay alive. It is the realm of hunger, fear, and desire. The mind sees the world as a battlefield. Eat or be eaten, win or perish. This level shapes early humanity, and still, much of modern society lives within it. When you act out of panic, anger, or greed, you are still echoing this primal state. Survival consciousness is not evil. It's simply the foundation, the seed of awareness from which all higher forms emerge. Level 2. Ego consciousness. As awareness expands, a new voice appears, the ego. It says, "I am," but it also whispers, "I am separate." The ego consciousness defines itself through identity: your name, your job, your possessions, your beliefs. It thrives on comparison and control. It builds walls between me and you, mine and yours. Here, humanity discovers individuality, but also division. It's where pride, jealousy, and ambition are born. At this level, consciousness becomes self-aware, but not yet self-understanding. The ego can create greatness or chaos. It's the mirror, not the light behind it. Level 3. Rational consciousness. Then comes the awakening of reason, the rational mind. This is the realm of science, philosophy, and structured thought. Humanity begins to ask questions. Who am I? What is truth? Why do we exist? Logic replaces instinct. Belief gives way to inquiry. And with that comes both progress and doubt. Rational consciousness allows us to build civilizations, but it can also trap us in endless analysis, forever thinking, rarely feeling. The mind becomes brilliant, yet restless. We understand the world, but lose touch with the heart. Level 4. Emotional consciousness. Beyond reason lies a deeper intelligence, emotion, not as chaos, but as connection. Here, consciousness begins to feel the unity between beings. Empathy awakens. Love becomes more than desire. It becomes understanding. At this level, we begin to sense that every life is linked, that the suffering of another echoes within ourselves. This is the beginning of compassion, the bridge between the mind and the soul. It's where art is born, where forgiveness becomes possible, and where the human story turns inward. Level 5. Awareness consciousness. Then something remarkable happens. Awareness begins to observe itself. This is the awareness consciousness, the realization that you are not your thoughts, not your emotions, but the witness behind them. Meditation, mindfulness, and deep reflection often open this door. Here, silence becomes wisdom. You learn that peace is not found in control, but in surrender. At this level, a person lives with intention, clarity, and acceptance. Pain still exists, but suffering transforms into understanding. This is where spirituality begins. Level 6. Transcendent consciousness. As awareness deepens, the boundaries of the self begin to dissolve. You no longer see yourself as a separate being, but as part of something vast, intelligent, and timeless. This is the level of transcendent consciousness, the mystic's vision, the monk's peace, the moment of unity where all opposites disappear. The line between you and the universe fades away. There is only being, only presence. At this stage, life feels sacred. Every breath, every leaf, every sound. The search ends because the seeker and the truth become one. Soon, light radiant. And then there is enlightenment. Words fail here, because enlightenment is not an experience, it is the end of the experiencer. It is consciousness, aware only of itself, a vast stillness beyond thought, beyond self, beyond time. Buddha called it nirvana. Others named it God, truth, or simply being. At this level, the illusion of separation ends. The ocean remembers it was never the wave. Each level of consciousness is not a step to climb, but a circle to remember. From survival to ego, to reason to love, from awareness to transcendence to pure being. All are part of the same unfolding, the journey of humanity, and perhaps the universe becoming aware of itself. Where you stand on this map does not matter. What matters is that you see it. For every level holds a truth, and every truth leads back to the same silence, the same light within. Consciousness is not something you gain. It's what you've been all along.